Welcome to another episode of Chit Chat in My Car, the place where you can come where we talk about various topics, business, sports, life, comedy, pop culture, you name it, we talk about it here. I do like interaction, so if you leave your comments below, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so that you'll get notifications on all my newest videos. Today we have two special guests with me. I have my two little girls in the back. I have Callie right there with the hat on. Say hi, Callie. Hi. And then I have Candace with no hat on. Say hi, Candace. Candace has a little bit of a cold right now, so she might be coughing. Oh, look at that, y'all. Ball, 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 ball. But we'll get through it. Do you guys want to sing a song for everyone today? How about we sing Let It Go for them today? You want to do Let It Go?
And then we're going to do Old Town Road.
Okay, you want to do... Do you know the whole song of Old Town Road, though? All right, well, you pick...
We're going to sing two songs, the Old Town Road and Let It Go.
You do realize you put three up at first, right? Kids, they're funny. Okay, all right, so here we go. We're going to do Let It Go first, all right? Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go.
Let them see, be a good girl, you always have to be. See, you don't feel, let it go, let it go, can't hold back anymore. Let it go, the witnesses, the doors. I don't care what they're doing to say, but the story rage on, couldn't run me anyway.
All right, you guys want to do Old Town Road now? All right, here we go. This is not Candace's favorite song, but Callie loves this song. We listen to it like 942,000 times a day, over and over on repeat. All right, here we go. We're getting ready to sing it. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. She loves that song. You guys are so cute. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. Okay, I'm back. I dropped my girls off at school. I thought today would be a good idea to talk about raising children in today's society. But before we do that, just give you a little background. I've been married twice. Both of them lasted for 6 years, and unfortunately, they did not work out. Or should I say fortunately? I do have 5 beautiful children from those marriages. I have a 19, 18, and 17. My 19-year-old is actually in the Navy. Very, very proud of him. And my 18 and 17 are getting ready to graduate high school. So I'm pretty stoked as far as that's considered. I have a 6-year-old. Well, she turned 6 on Sunday. And I have a 4-year-old. I have 2 boys, which are the 19 and 18. And then the 17, 6, and 4 are girls. Yes, I'm going to have to get me a gun because I know how boys are. And I'm very protective of my girls. But raising them in today's society, it's definitely not easy, especially being a single father. You know, the norm, you know, you have one income, you got to get them to school, you have to pick them up, and you have to go to work, and you have to work all that out. Babysitters for the young ones, obviously. My other 3 live with their mother. They got a lot of activities going on, so I don't see them as much as I would like to. The 19-year-old obviously is grown up now, and he's in the Navy, is in Washington State. But the 2 little girls, I share 50-50 with their mom, so I get them every Wednesday through Saturday night. So, you have to make all these arrangements. They have all the, the school events. It's tough, especially as a single father, to be able to do all that. But not only figuring all that out, today's society is just completely different. It's not as safe as it used to be. I mean, just look at the news. We just had a story this week of a little 5-year-old girl. I get emotional when it comes to children. I don't know how anybody could ever hurt children. But we had something come up in Jacksonville where a 5-year-old child was missing, and come to find out, the mother did something to the little girl. And I don't want to say the rest. I mean, obviously you can read between the lines, but it's not as safe. And I remember when Candace, who just turned 6, started school, I dropped her off at school, and about 2 hours later, I got a notification from school saying that she was absent. Now, as a parent, I started freaking out. I got, my stomach started hurting. I was like, I know I dropped her off, and that's a parent's worst nightmare, about dropping off at school and something happening when they're at school. So I'm calling. I called like 6 times and nobody answered at school. So I was on my way up there. I was furious because nobody was answering. Finally, I got a hold of them, and they're like, sorry, it was just a mistake. And I'm like, you guys can't make that kind of mistake. I'm like, with a parent, no, you can't do that. And then about 3 or 4 weeks later, the same thing happened, but this time they were actually staying at their mom's. Their mom dropped them off, but we got the notification that she was not at school. And again, it's just, you don't want to do that. You want to make sure you got your system squared away. And of course she was at school. They just messed up on the system. But raising them in today's society, I just know back when I was younger, and then it actually started changing when I got a little bit older. But even before that, parents, mom and dad, maybe one of them would be able to stay home with the children. The other one would take care of the family. The other one would work and provide income. And it was just a little bit different, because the dad would get home, or the mom, vice versa, whoever would be the one working. And then you would have dinner together. You would sit down, you would eat dinner as a family. Well, today's society is so different because it's all about the dollar. I do think in some occasions America's pretty greedy, but you got to work, and it's hard to find a family where one person gets to stay home and raise the children. It's usually both parents have to work. You don't get to go to as many events for the children as you used to. It's just, even children are a little bit different than they were before. It's just a whole different environment. Every commercial that you turn on TV is advertising sex or some type of, entertainment. The kids are just growing up so fast, learning about things that you normally wouldn't learn about until you got a little bit older. It's even a lot of the children cartoons, they have sexual innuendos. It's just not the same. It's a whole different environment. Bullying is a lot more rapid than it was back when I was in school. I mean, don't get me wrong, there was still bullying in school back in the day, but it's just, everything has picked up. It's so fast paced. You don't really have a whole lot of time like you did before to be able to sit down and spend time with your children. So when I have my girls, I'm off on Thursday, so I drop them off at school, and then we do the best we can to sit down, do activities, do crafts, do schoolwork, learn things in school, and I just make the best effort I can to sit down with them and just spend father-daughter time, father-son time, whatever it is. I do my best. I'm not a perfect parent. There's a lot of things that, that I've learned over the years. Some things I wish I could go back and change, but you can't. You can only learn from it and move on. The past is the past. But I can tell you, especially as a single father, trying to do everything on your own, it's not always fun. It is kind of tough, but I love all my children from the moon and back. I would do anything for them. I have so much respect for single parents. especially for single mothers, because a lot of fathers, man, a lot of fathers just are not in their children's lives like they should be. I know a few instances of ladies that I work with where they're the dad of the children are just, I hate to say it, but they're just deadbeat dads. But yeah, I do the best that I can to try to be in their lives. Again, I have so much respect for single parents that are raising their children. There's so much that goes into it. It drains you sometimes. Sometimes you're drained. You know, when you're sick and you're trying to recover, you're still trying to take care of the children, and it just gets tough. And then when your children are sick, sometimes you got to take off work. You got to pick them up from school. I mean, it's a constant thing, especially when they're in school, or they go to aftercare. You know, a lot of other children are sick, and it just passes on, and then it goes from one family member to another. It's just a vicious cycle. But even with all of that, children are such a blessing. It is so awesome watching them grow up, how smart they become, how fast they pick up on things. I mean, they're like sponges. Sometimes as parents, you talk in code. You know, it's like Peyton Manning at the line of scrimmage changing plays. Omaha. But they're like the defense being able to figure it out. I know I was having a conversation with somebody, a grown-up conversation. I was talking in code. There's no possible way I thought the children would know what I was talking about. And my 6-year-old's like, Daddy, are you talking about so-and-so? And I'm like, how did you figure that out? Kids pick up on everything. They're like sponges. So please, you know, hit the subscribe button, interact, leave comments. Let me know if you're a single parent, or even if you're just a parent, the struggles that you have. If you have any questions, just let me know how parenting is for you, and the changes over the time period on how it is raising them in this society. Please like the video, hit the bell. Again, this channel, we talk about a variety of topics, anywhere from business, sports, life in general, you name it. We talk about whatever's on my brain at this time. And again, we've talked about my brain. It's really, really tough to get inside my brain. I'm kind of a crazy person. Just saying. But anyway, leave your comments down below. Please subscribe, share the video. All you single parents out there, I have so much props for you. On those times when you're feeling weak, just keep pushing through. Keep being strong for your children, because they're watching every single thing you do. Everybody have a blessed day, and please leave a comment below, subscribe, share, help this channel out, and peace out.